All right, I'm at the Sofitel in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and what we have here is a sun canary. And this little guy, this little precious little beast, is called Lionel. And he was found on the 10th floor, rescued, of the Sofitel here in Phnom Penh. And every morning before breakfast, I come out and say hello to Lionel. And every night when I get back, or late afternoon from the factory, I come by and say hello to Lionel. So hello, Lionel. He's a sun canary. So they're smaller than parakeets. All different kinds of canaries. My roommate in college had a canary, and so this is before the internet, but the little that I knew or remember, they're smaller and not as heavy, not as long as parakeets. Part of the finch family, that's what it was. Yeah, they're part of the finch family. There's all different kinds of canaries. But anyway, this guy, he's got some pretty cool personality. They don't bond as close as parakeets do, as I remember. But they'll talk a little. But when they get happy, they'll start chirping, or when they get pissed, they start chirping. You know, sounds like people. But he's a good guy. Hi, Lionel. Hi, Lionel. Did you eat? I know you're pooping up a storm. They do. These guys poop like you wouldn't believe. About every 5-10 minutes, as I remember. They don't. Yeah, it goes right through them. They even poop when they sleep. I mean, I like birds, but I don't know that I would own one, because they just, first of all, certain ones will outlive you big time. Some ones can last a long, long time, like turtle. But these guys, I think about 20 years, 15, 20 years, and they like people, but they're not like parakeets. Where they really bond and the shoulder thing and all that. This is kind of interesting. They have an ID on them. They got a number ID right there. Are you wanted, bud? Are you in jail? Looks like you got you've been a bad bird. They got a number on you, don't they? They sure do. Look at the number bracelet right there. Are you wanted? Are you in jail is there something you haven't told me there, Lionel? At either rate, so I see this guy. When I checked in, I heard this yapping. I'm like, what's that yapping? So I was walking to the elevator, and I looked out, and I saw this cage and this beautiful little thing in there, and I came over and introduced myself, and he sort of stared, and then I fed him a little bit, because I've got some food right here. Lionel, I'm not going to feed you, bud. I don't want to. I know you're angry probably, but I don't want to ruin your dinner, dude. Are you okay, Lionel? Boy, you are beautiful. You know that? You really are. Now, as I remember, parrots, they have blue and gray kind of on their backside. But he's a sun canary from South America, right? Yeah. And he's the first sun canary that I've ever seen. But he's beautiful. And he's a well-natured thing. I mean, he's well-natured. Hi, Lionel. Hi, Lionel. Are you mad because you're not getting fed? Is that what the deal is? Gonna give me the old cold shoulder? Boy, you are a pretty bird. You are just gorgeous, Lionel. You really are. This is where he lives. They rescued him. I guess that's his buddy right here. Because they really, you got to be careful. You can't mix a parakeet with a canary. I found that out, because the parakeet will pick on the canary because they're bigger, and they can get kind of territorial. But these guys do need some sort of attention. They when they want attention, they'll start quacking, and they get lonely. so they start chirping. But he's a pleasant thing, you know. So we had an unfortunate circumstance when I was in college. It's not funny, but my roommate had a canary. What was his name? I want to say his name was Alvin. And we used to let him fly around the apartment like once a day. And my roommate came home all loaded one night, and it was the dead of winter, and I think we had a window cracked, and unfortunately Alvin made a flight of no return. You know, he opened the cage, and out went Alvin, and Alvin kept flying, and out the window he went. And unfortunately, as I recall, it was like 20 degrees colder than our refrigerator, so I'm certain Alvin didn't make it. It's a tragedy. But yeah, we had him for like a year and a half. And boy, they would start making a lot of racket about 5 a.m. He wanted fed, he wanted his attention, and we finally had to put a blanket over the cage, but so he would shut up, or else he would start early in the morning, and it wasn't a pretty sight. But anyway, this is Lionel. He's at the Sofitel in Phnom Penh, and they take care of him. He was rescued off the 10th floor, and house pet. And this is Lionel, and he's a beauty. He's a good guy. He's all right. Hey, buddy. All right. Well, we'll maybe see you later. I just got home from work, and I'm gonna go shower, and maybe we'll see you tonight, bud. Anyway, you look beautiful. St. Francis, please take care of him. He's doing all right. All right. Bye-bye.